I feel like one of the hardest things as a designer is to sort of create a logo for yourself. You need to create a symbol that represents so much, but it needs to be as simple as possible. And what a lot of people try to do is they try to throw all these different elements into their logos so they represent themselves. But the true duty of a designer is to simplify that and create a symbol that can stand alone. It sums them up as quick as possible and as powerful as possible. And Flag Nor Fail has always had a great logo type. It's very balanced. It's the heavier font showing strength, and then that's split by the very flowing graphic font in the center, and it's very balanced and it works perfect. I've always loved it, but I've never been able to come up with a symbol for the brand. My two biggest influences that sort of created me and I think put me where I am are the two sides of my family, represented by each grandfather. We have Harry Bailey, minimal education. He was in the military and then got out and just knew that he had to work hard. He's the kind of guy that knew that he had to work 2 jobs, possibly 3 jobs, extremely long hours. That got passed on to my father, which in turn got passed on to me. A couple of you guys have probably seen the video about chopping wood. Every Saturday morning, my brother and I would have to wake up at 5 a.m. and we would go gather wood in the woods, and it was dark outside still, and then we'd come back and we'd split wood all day and we'd stack wood. Meanwhile, all of my other friends are sleeping in, they're doing all this stuff, and my dad had us working. That all comes from my grandfather, and really the principle that I took from him the most is just work. We always enjoyed life with him. It wasn't like we were just working, but overall it was just, I really got an understanding of what hard work is and what long hours are and what a full commitment to getting things done is. That aspect is the axe in the logo. To me, an axe really just represents work at the core. I mean, it's the fundamental. It's the fundamental. I mean, axes built our country. I mean, they dating back for whenever. That's how we build houses. We cut down trees, we cleared things. I mean, that's such a strong representation of work, is the axe. On the other side, we have Albert Haynes from Newfoundland. He was a ship captain. He first set sail at the age of 16. I mean, he was shipwrecked. At 17 years old, he traveled the whole world. The biggest thing he taught me was the two biggest things was preparation and respect and honor. And he just had such a way of, I guess, just holding himself with posture and with how to carry yourself in public and how to speak to people and how to respect people. And that's really translated in our brand about how we look at the people that support our brand, how we treat people doing business. The other part is preparation. I mean, he's a guy who wanted us to be prepared for everything, and that's where the anchor comes in. To me, an anchor represents a lot more than I think what people see right now. I mean, you think what an anchor does. An anchor is something that you have to respect the ocean, and you drop an anchor into the ocean hoping that it's going to hold you in that spot. And as wild as shit's getting, you want to be held in that spot. It's just such a strong, honorable symbol. And I feel like the axe paired with the anchor is just perfect. It took me 2 years to come up with it, but that's just because I was so nervous about it being the right symbol. And I really feel like I got it. So you will see this worked in a lot more designs. Normally I don't feel a need to explain. I don't feel a need to explain our designs. People take the designs for what they are. But this, I really felt like I need to explain the symbolism behind it all.